Hello everybody, this is Ronar, and today we are back for some more XCOM 2. This will be our first Retaliation mission of the campaign, so let's get started. Now, the first Retaliation mission will usually happen on your home turf, your starting area, and you can never lose that area, so no matter what, you cannot lose that area no matter how many civilians you lose or if you have to evac. Now, the number one priority on this mission is to make sure your units survive. You need them to survive in order for them to become sergeants, and you need them to become sergeants to get squad size 1. So that is the goal. Now, for some more ambitious goals, we want to make sure to kill all the enemies on the map. That is the second most important goal. So first goal, make sure everyone survives and becomes sergeants. Second goal, kill all the enemies on the map and secure the faceless corpses.
That's affirmative.
It's almost always better to sacrifice the civilians in order to keep your units safe, alive, and fighting.
Heading there now.
So keep that in mind. What we're going to do now is actually start moving forward. Now we want to be aware of all the possible facelesses. Usually the first people that you see aren't usually facelesses, but I don't really know if that's like in the code or if I've just been lucky, so we're not going to bank on that. I'm going to overwatch everyone. We have a fairly decent chance of killing him if he is a faceless, and yeah. So it doesn't look like he's faceless, so we should be fine. Now, as you sweep through the map, even though we don't really care about whether or not civilians... They missed 2 shots in a row, really. Poor aliens. 3 shots in a... Oh my gosh, that's a new record there. Alright. But, as I was saying, as we go through the map, we're going to want to try and rescue civilians that we can get to. Even though we're not actually going after saving all the civilians, we won't really mind losing like 20 supplies per month. However, we should still save those civilians because if we're in the middle of the map, let's say we fight all the way to the middle of the map, and we kill the last pod, all of these people around us are up for grabs to become faceless, and we do not want to be put into a really bad predicament. So, rescuing the civilians will allow you to know exactly where all the enemies are and stuff like that. So, that is that. Let's move up forward.
Moving to designated position. Let's go, move out.
And we can move up here. Alright, and as usual, do not move past the front person of the line. That way you don't reveal more fog, possibly reveal more enemies, and engage when not everyone is prepared.
Come get some.
So we want to stick to the rules that I've explained in the previous episodes. And, now even if a civilian's moving, that doesn't mean they aren't faceless. A faceless is smart enough to run around and pretend to be human. Keep that in mind. Oh my goodness, they just shot twice? Wow. Okay. Now we know that there is a Viper pod right there. And this person could be a faceless, so we're not going to get too close, I think. In fact, what I'm going to do is just overwatch more and hope that the Vipers come up to us.
On Overwatch. Moving to Overwatch. On the move.
Now, I could try and like save the civilians and try to go for the 6 civilian save run, but I'd much rather take the 100% safe route and just play it like a normal mission. So that's that. That Viper doesn't seem to want to move. Let's move back here. Alright, we'll engage them like this then. That is fine by me. Okay. Now we can do this. That's interesting. Is the Viper hiding on this side of the tree? We can actually kill her from here, because she is flanked. So, let's blow this all up. And get some free damage off on everyone. We also blew up the tree. Now on the first Retaliation mission, much like the other missions, there are only going to be 3 pods, so we know there's a pod right here. The next few pods are probably going to be inside the building, but this time it's not as safe of a bet to just assume where they are, because there's no objective, we don't know where they're centralized around. So it's much better to take this nice and slow. We can only see the trooper, so we're just going to take the shot at him, 80%. And we did indeed get the 80%. So that's pretty good. Let's not bunch up so the Viper doesn't acid us. You do not want to get acided. However, I don't want to be close to that civilian over there. So we're gonna run back here actually. This should be fine. And we can't kill that Viper no matter what. Oh, there was cover over there, I forgot. Alright, we did have to like move slightly further this way. If that's a Faceless, he can reach my Ranger. That's dangerous. Let's see. Where can we safely move? We're not exactly in a very safe position, which is kind of rough, but I think this is as good of a shot that we'll get on the Viper, so let's move back here, I guess. Kind of want to stay safer, but we can't see him from here. So let's do that. I hope that's not a Faceless, and I hope they won't be able to see me. And this isn't even flanked, is it? Oh, he has high cover. Do we take the 63 or... Let's take the 63. It lands, but he dodges it. Okay. What can we do next? He's very likely to move, so let's just Overwatch. Overwatching against a full cover target is better than trying to take a free shot at him. Well, it's not really free because they're in cover. He's not going to move, actually. He's just going to grab him, in fact. That's not good. Our Grenadier is going to take a bit of damage. That's not very good. Okay, and our Sniper still can't see him. Alright. We're just going to take another shot with our Ranger, I guess. Huh, he still gets high cover. That's interesting. That person should have transformed if they were a Faceless, I think. Let's just move up here. Take shot. Alright, get rid of him. Our Grenadier is safe. Ooh, and we get an Illyrium core. Okay. Now I'm gonna move him far away from that person just in case that's a Faceless. So back here. And we'll just continue overwatching. Move everyone up. And move this person up to join the rest of the team. Now we're gonna have to take it nice and slow, even though a lot of people are dying, but think of saving 6 civilians as a nice little bonus if you somehow manage to like trip all the enemies on the map at once. Alright, what I think we're gonna do is just try and trip this person, and if he is a Faceless, then we'll just regret it. Okay, not Faceless. We didn't need to play so safe those past few rounds. Oh well, that is fine. Better safe than sorry. Let's keep moving forward. And we know that we saw one pod here. There's only 3 pods on the map, so we were able to move slightly in a slightly more risky manner. However, now we're getting closer to the end of the map. There's more civilians that could be Faceless, so now we have to be a lot more careful with how we move. So let's jump down here. How likely is that person to be a Faceless?
Moving to position.
Want to make sure our Grenadier stays safe.
Moving out. Affirmative.
I'm on it. Come get I'm on it.
And that's a Faceless. Oh boy. Alright, hopefully the Overwatch will be able to take him out. Worst case scenario, he runs up to the Ranger. I don't think he can reach the Grenadier, so we are fine. He still does have a 15% chance to crit, and their crits can do 6 damage, so it would be really terrible if he did actually get the crit. Hopefully that's not the case, though. We do get the initial 6 damage. Oh man, that was pretty awesome.
Target eliminated.
Alright, even though we were at risk of getting nailed by a Faceless, we did have some sort of countermeasure. So that kept us alive to some degree. Let's continue overwatching. And this is where the sniper starts to shine for us now. The sniper is on a roof on a not timed mission. She'll have tons of accuracy and she'll be able to do lots of stuff for us. And we've lost everyone. However, that's completely fine. There's no way we would have been able to finish off that pod and then engage these two guys after running through a Faceless. And it's situations like these that I'm glad that I don't rush these missions. Now there's no more people nearby besides those, and we won't trigger those even if they are Faceless, so let's move up with you.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
And we're just going to overwatch everyone again. There's no point in rushing at this point because the civilians are all dead. So let's just take our time, play it extra safe. We can see the HP bar of that guy right over there. So let's run this way, actually.
Position confirmed.
Alright.
Heading there now.
And Overwatch all.
Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch. Movement here.
Alright, now we just want to wait for them to run into us. Engaging with Overwatch is probably one of the best ways to engage, because you basically just get a free round of shots. Even just landing one shot is... Oh, we actually killed him. Okay. But yeah, that's just how awesome engaging with Overwatch is. However, we somehow tripped 2 pods with that, and that just went from pretty good to not so great. Okay. We do get a free 97 on that guy though, so let's take him out. Free kill. Okay. Now then. One more set of enemies. I want to be able to grenade that guy on the roof. This should be good. We took out that guy on the roof, exposed the sectoid, and exposed the trooper. Oh, we actually killed that trooper with 4 damage rolls. Nice. That 20% luck shining through. Now then. I believe there's one more trooper in there. Yes, right there. We want him down.
Okay.
Hello. Alright, 83. Nice. Alrighty then, we didn't miss any of our high accuracy shots, and that was pretty good. So now I want to be able to hit the sectoid. Let's run over here. Take a free shot on him. He's going to use psionic abilities next turn, so even if we miss, that is completely fine. And there we go, we miss our high accuracy shot of the mission. This is the #1 rule of XCOM. You'll always miss 1 high accuracy shot during every single mission. It's just bound to happen. By putting yourself in situations where you don't get screwed over by the really low probability stuff. I thought you were on a roof, but there is no roof there anymore and you didn't take fall damage. And now I'm really confused. Oh well, doesn't matter. Free shot on the sectoid. Get the crit, but not enough damage. That is fine though. Just run right up to his face and blow him up. Let's run right back here actually, in case there's like a civilian over here that we don't see that could become a Faceless.
Affirmative. Moving out.
94. Fairly good odds. And indeed we get the good odds.
Target neutralized.
So finally, let's figure out where the last Faceless is. He's probably inside of the building. So, let's reload and Overwatch.
I'm on it.
Reload and Overwatch. Oh, he's back there. Okay. Completely fine by me. We're in a pretty controlled situation at this point. Even if we miss all our Overwatch shots, I'm not really too worried. Now, if you are stuck in a position where you're fighting 2 Faceless, the ideal goal or even if you're just fighting one Faceless actually, the ideal goal is to spread everyone out. If the revealed Faceless does get into your face, and you won't be able to retreat to a safe distance to shoot, just dash everyone in different directions. Those Faceless will eventually just run after someone, and then everyone else who's not being chased can move up closer to get free shots from as close as they can. So that is how you deal with Faceless. Now then, this guy's got to move back. Back here should be fine.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Faceless have a little more movement range than a soldier, I believe. Or maybe they have the exact same and they just have a long reach with their arms. I don't know, but just as long as you're like a little bit further out from the blue move. So this is actually dangerous because he could run up to here and then probably scratch me. So we want to make sure we're at as good of a distance as we can get. And I actually want to give this kill to my sniper, so I'm just going to Overwatch a bit. Sniper or Ranger, I don't really care who gets it. Miss. I just want one of those guys to get it. And my sniper didn't shoot. Sniper, hello. Oh, there we go. 3 damage. Okay. And next turn, sniper will pick up the kill. And there's the Retaliation mission. Not very happy about the early on engage. I don't think I did that as well as I should have, and that caused my Grenadier to take some damage. However, we're really lucky that we didn't get hit with anything harder, so that is completely fine. We did technically lose the mission, however, in my opinion, that's a win. Even though we didn't do this flawlessly, we're only going to lose a little bit of supply, and that is completely fine. We will still keep our continent, or keep our region, and we will keep the Faceless corpses. And we do get a promotion. And this person will get Shadow Step. Both these are pretty good. I prefer to have at least one Ranger with Shadow Step, so I always make my first Ranger a Phantom Shadow Stepper. That way I have some way to deal with overwatching enemies. However, now that we have that, we can afford to get our squad size 1, 31 days. Ouch. Ouch. That doesn't feel too good now, does it?
Hello, Commander.
Alright, that is fine. 4 days until Guerrilla Tactics School is up. Let's just wait out those 4 days. Finish up scanning here, and oh. Alright, we have our drops. Let's see. Checkpoints and Vigilance. Vigilance is pretty tough to work around because it strips what little time that you have left in those timed missions. Alright, let's finish this up first. Nice, nice. Now then, let's also go build. I want to build my Advanced Warfare Center. You can also go Resistance Comms, and you can also go Proving Grounds. Those are all pretty good, but seeing as how I have an injured Grenadier, I'm just going to go for this right now. And once we finish up this, we'll transfer over the Engineer to the work on the Advanced Warfare Center. So let's run over here, grab our supplies. Scan. Perfect. Now let's check out what we have back at Resistance HQ. It's good to pick up some early recruits like engineers, or if you're missing any soldiers of a specific class that you want more of, that's also good. It's always nice to get like a Grenadier in here, like a Squaddy or even a Corporal Grenadier. However, right now we will not have one. Engineers are 175. Alright, so we can't get anything. We might as well continue making contact. You'll want to make contact with this place as quickly as you can, and if you can't get it on the first month, you'll definitely want to get it by the second month at least. Now let's head over here. Pretty cool. I like how they have the alien punching bags and like the water cooler. The water cooler looks like a really strange color, but I'm not complaining. Alright, now what I like to do second is start training up extra grenadiers. You can never have too many grenadiers early on. We're also going to want squad size 1. Now, wet work is no longer retroactive. It used to be so that whenever you purchase wet work at any point in the campaign, it'll factor in all the previous kills that you also got into leveling up. However, that doesn't work anymore, so it's important to get wet work as quickly as you can if you want high level troops, I guess. Getting Vulture early on is pretty good too, because it'll make sure you don't run low on Illyrium cores for those Proving Ground projects, and Lightning Strike just helps overall with those early game tough missions that are timed and such. So I would actually say most important would actually be Lightning Strike, because late game it's not as important. Late game's basically easy. Like, XCOM difficulty curve is really easy to get through, and by the late game you won't really worry as much. But wet work is still really good though, and Vulture is just a nice bonus. I don't feel like it's if you don't have the 100 supplies to spend on it, then don't spend the 100 supplies. It's like just a nice bonus, you know. Lightning Strike though, it will help quite a bit early on, and on those missions where things spawn in really ridiculous locations, like you have the VIP spawning like halfway across the map, and then like the drop point is like on top of a building with the ladders all the way on the other side. So that is that. I don't believe there's anything else. I think we can just keep scanning. Let me see, what's our research? Resistance radio, and my Skype keeps chiming in. Hopefully that stops eventually. Now we have our resistance radio, so let's assign new research first. At this point we should start working towards our mag weapons, I think. You'll want to get your Faceless autopsy in eventually before the next month ends, so you can have mimic beacons ready to get, or you can be ready to get mimic beacons the moment you finish your second retaliation mission. Snake autopsy isn't really as important. Sectoid autopsy is only if you want to get an early psionics, and we're not really prepared to build psionics yet. So I think we're just gonna start mag weapons.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander.
And we will keep scanning. Oh wait, yeah. Now before we keep scanning, let's see what we have. Pursuit of knowledge, each laboratory. That's mediocre. This would have been good if we actually started the lab rush, but we did not. So it's not nearly as great. As soon as we're done scanning here, we'll be able to see what the other continent bonuses are on South Africa. So let's see.
Commander, we have a priority.
However, we're going to be interrupted.
Hello, Commander. It would seem your recent activities have gotten Advent's attention. Our unwelcome guests are on the move. Advent has been diverting considerable resources and personnel to covert facilities across the globe. The exact details of these operations are highly classified. However, they do have one thing in common: a single word that appears in all their files: Avatar. I believe the black site we had previously uncovered to be but a part of this Avatar project. Based on what we have uncovered so far, its true scope is far greater. This project is being directed from the very top of Advent, from a source I am still unable to determine. All attempts to uncover its identity have met with failure. It is time to take a more direct approach. Though we may not know the exact nature of this Avatar project, we can still disrupt it. We must root out these hidden facilities with the help of local resistance cells, disrupt our enemy's operations, and in the process, uncover the truth. Locate the source of this Avatar project, and then destroy it. Were the enemy to succeed in their efforts, I am certain it would mean the end for us all. I am confident you will take whatever measures necessary to eliminate this threat, Commander.
Okay then, so we finally unlocked the Avatar progress. Now, It doesn't really matter if this fills up. I'm sure a few of you will already know this. However, for some of the newer players, once this fills up, they'll start a 20-day timer, I believe. And until that 20-day timer goes down, that's when you actually lose. So you don't actually have to worry about this. In fact, what you can do is allow this to fill up, raid a facility or complete a storyline objective, reduce it by 1 tick, let it go back up, and then you'll have another 20 days to work with it. So basically, on Legend, what you're going to be doing is basically juggling around the Avatar project. So that is that. Let us continue scanning. And we have a new mission right here. So let us see, we only have one choice. It is hack the workstation for 180 supplies.
Setting course for the
And let's get to it.
sector.
So right now we won't have our Grenadier to work with. However, we will have 2 more rookies to work with. Now, let's just hope that one of these rookies ranks up into a Grenadier. You actually have the same exact hairstyle as my other Grenadier, so I'm gonna bank on you becoming the Grenadier. But, yes, our Ranger did indeed rank up, so I'm probably gonna be doing some customization on our Ranger. I would really like to, I like to do some customization on people who hit Sergeant at least. So, yeah, that will be the end of this episode. Next episode, we will be taking on Operation Outer Feast, a hack the facility mission, or hack the workstation mission. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys learned quite a bit from this episode. I'm not really as happy with how I performed early on in the mission. I feel like I might have made quite a few mistakes. But, I got back from work, I'm tired, I'm sorry. But, yeah. Let's try to make sure we remain sharp and make sure we don't make mistakes like that again. Making mistakes like that is going to hurt us a lot in the long run. Right now we're pretty lucky that we didn't get hit too bad. We just lost a Grenadier, but even that is already a huge hit to our damage output. But hopefully Squad Size 5 will allow us to make up for that. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And bye-bye.